Start by removing the toilet and the surrounding flooring to expose the subfloor so you can fully assess the extent of any rot or corrosion. Begin by turning off the water supply and draining the toilet. Then remove the fixture carefully and clear away any finished flooring and underlayment until you see the subfloor surface. Probe the exposed subfloor with a screwdriver or awl every few inches around the flange area and along the joist spans to map soft or spongy spots. Mark edges of deterioration to determine how much material must be removed. If damage is limited to a small localized area, cut back to the nearest joist and sister, the joist, if the joist edge is compromised, using same species and nominal thickness lumber and structural screws for a tight, load-bearing splice. For larger areas, replace full sections of subfloor with equivalent thickness, tongue and groove plywood or oriented strand board, and fasten to joists with corrosion-resistant screws, spaced every 6 to 8 inches at edges and every 10 to 12 inches in the field to prevent future movement and squeaks. When ready to reinstall the toilet, fit a flange that sits flush and square on the repaired subfloor. If the finished floor will raise the flange height above the flange face, use a flange extender kit and a stiff stainless or brass flange secured to the structural subfloor for long-term stability. Apply a ring of plumber's putty or a non-hardening wax ring alternative appropriate for your flange type, then torque bolts to the toilet manufacturer recommended specification and test for leaks before caulking the base. Common mistakes include leaving soft substrate in place and simply shimming the toilet, which allows rot to continue and the fixture to rock. The fix is to remove and replace all compromised subfloor back to sound structural material and ensure proper fastening to joists. Another frequent error is installing a flange that is too low or unsupported, which leads to seal failure and leaks. Correct that by using a flange that bears on solid subfloor or a flange extender and set the flange on a level, rigid surface before sealing. A third mistake is relying only on a wax ring without addressing moisture control, which risks repeat damage. Protect the repair with waterproof underlayment, under tile or vinyl transitions, and use a water-resistant grout or sealant at the base to divert spills away from the flange area. BigHomeProjects.com helps homeowners locate local contractors for subfloor and plumbing repairs, and it connects contractors with projects in their area. We also host a discussion community where we share tips, compare methods, and get peer feedback on tricky repairs.